best man. I'm also the best man in Kurt's wedding. I just want to say thank you to everyone that risked their lives to be here tonight. That was really nice. And thank you to everyone who helped arrange this event. Thank you to Shell and Kurt for being so lovable that they filled this whole hall during a snowstorm. It really helps with the speech anxiety. I have been close as family to Kurt and Michelle this last decade, and I truly consider myself lucky for that. Michelle, you look beautiful. More importantly,
the baby was standing on the blind.
More importantly, you're intelligent, funny, and quick. You're a great friend, a wonderful person, and I'm so happy to soon be a part of your family. But I'm still mad at you for giving me mono in high school, so that's all the praise you get. And I must say, I'm so surprised that you married this guy. I'm serious, he's a hazard. He's dangerous. There should be a warning label on his forehead with skull and crossbones. I went camping with him once, and somehow we got 14 citations in one day. That same day, he dropped a van on my forehead. I'm lucky to be alive. On a different camping trip that he led, which, by the way, the entire campsite was on private property, so we were trespassing, he went on a bathroom break and came back covered in blood. Concussion, but he was like, oh, it's fine, let's keep partying. Anyways, we had to leave because a forest fire almost took us out. This is a true story, I'm not lying. Some of you were there. There was the time he crashed his pink moped in the middle of the street, the time he shot off a mortar in the middle of 8th Street, the time he built a swing across Tumalo Falls, which you probably saw in the video, and countless other swings. There was the time we tried to climb Broken Top in the middle of the night using rocks to climb up the ice above Green Lakes. That was pretty cool. We gave up halfway, it's fine. And of course there was the time he rode his unicycle down Mount Bachelor from Pine Martin Lodge. There was also that incident that happened on the Dollar Tree, or that box in the coffee table that I'm not allowed to talk about. And then finally there was the one time where he drove his car into a river, which is obviously my favorite thing. Aside from being a hazard, I absolutely love Kurt. What a great partner in crime. Kurt and I moved out of our parents' homes together almost 10 years ago. First, we moved into a house with a whole gaggle of other guys and partied our faces off. If you ever partied at the 8th Street house, let's hear it. Even back in those days, Kurt always had his eyes on bigger things. It was at that house when Kurt showed me a drawing of a trailer that he planned to build into a food cart. I kept saying, I think this is going to be harder than you think it's going to be. But he built it with plywood and 2x4s and a carport tent on a boat trailer. After he drove his car into a river, he needed to buy a new vehicle that he wanted, and he wanted a nice, clean truck that he could use to pull his boat trailer food cart around in. We went down to the dealer to pick one out. The big red truck on the corner that he wanted was $25,000. He had never had a loan before. I said, Kurt, I think this is going to be harder than you think it's going to be. We talked to the salesperson and they ran his credit. The salesperson said, we're going to get you in a truck, but not that truck. 8 hours later, Kurt left with that truck. I have since learned my lesson. At least 1,000 times I've wanted to say to Kurt, I think this is going to be harder than you think it's going to be. But alas, Kurt learned the hard way how to do plumbing, electrical, solar, hood ventilation, refrigeration, replacing gas orifices, learning how to say orifice, wood carving, and who knows what else. He powered through building X number more food carts, trucks, buses, and now he and Michelle are converting Sprinter vans and owning real estate in Hawaii. With any luck, they'll soon have a nice piece of land here in Central Oregon. When the two of you got engaged, it was one of the first times I didn't feel the need to say, Kurt, I think this is going to be harder than you think it's going to be. I'm not saying everything will be easy, but I know that this is a good match. The reason is that you both have qualities that complement each other. For example, Michelle, you're really smart. And Kurt... No, but really, I do think you guys are a perfect fit. I know that life will continue to challenge you, but I'm confident that these challenges will be made easier because you have each other. As long as you both continue to see the other as priority number one, I know you're headed toward a future of love and happiness. So let's all raise our glasses to Mert.